Hey everyone, in this video we're going to be going over how to sync versus alternate sync our half octos. So for starters, I went ahead and tied my units together here. As you can see, I have my red positive cables and my black ground cables tied together. So I'm going to go ahead and hook these up to power and get them turned on. Now, first thing you'll notice is my units are not currently on the same flash pattern. The first step is to make sure I get all of my units on the same flash pattern. And the way I do that is I take my yellow flash pattern cables and I tie them all together. And the easiest way is to use our steady burn shortcut, which is taking the yellow cables and holding them to the positive for about 2 seconds. And basically that just resets the patterns to get them all on the same flash pattern easier. And now that I have my units on the same flash pattern, even though it looks like it's already in sync, it's not officially programmed in sync just yet. The next step is I need to take my white cables from my units, which are my sync cables, and I need to tie those together. And once I've done that, I simply just power my units off and back on, and now my units are officially programmed in sync. So I can take my yellow flash pattern cables and change the patterns, and my units will stay in sync. Now, if I want to program my units to alternate sync, I need to still follow those exact same steps. But then I need to use my blue cables, which are my alternate sync programming cables, and I need to set a group A and a group B. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my red unit to group A and my blue unit to group B. The way I do that is I take my blue cable and I hold it to the positive for about 2 seconds for group A. And you'll notice 1/2 come on. And I'm gonna take my blue cable for my group B units and I'm gonna hold it for about 4 seconds. And you'll notice it's gonna skip over group A and go to group B. Just like that. Now, once I've done that, again, I just simply turn my units off and back on, and now you'll notice my units are in alternate sync. Now, when you are in alternate sync, you actually get 3 speeds. You have slow, like you see here, medium, and fast. And the way I cycle between those is I use my yellow flash pattern cables that are tied together and tap it to the positive. Again, slow, medium, and fast. Now another cool feature, if I want to go from alternate sync to regular sync, I take my white sync cables that are tied together and I simply hold it to the positive for about 3 seconds. And that toggles it from alternate sync to regular sync. And if I want to go from regular sync back to alternate sync, I take my same white cables that are tied together and I just quickly tap it to the positive. And then my units go back to alternate sync. And again, in alternate sync, I have my 3 speeds. That's pretty much it. Pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, give us a call and we would be happy to help.